Week 17. Wow, what a great season. Welcome to my blog. Week 16 wasn't too promising for the Colts. The Jets gave the Colts the first loss of the year. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers gave the Saints their second loss of the year. These two teams better be careful that they don't lose their momentum going to the playoffs. It's very vital that they keep everything in motion, and forward, and not losing their momentum, and that's going to hurt them later on. So I advise those guys that, play a little bit their last game and be ready to rock and roll for the playoffs, because if they lose all the momentums, anybody can beat. It's a new season. Trust me, anybody can beat you in the playoffs, anyone. But the San Diego Chargers, they are making a serious case that they're for real. You got to watch out for those Chargers. They're on their way, man. I think this could be their year. Here are my picks for Week 17. I'm going quarterback, Philadelphia Eagles, Donovan McNabb. He's going against conference rivals, Dallas Cowboys, and McNabb loves to compete against the Cowboys. It should be a big shootout, with these two teams. So I'm looking forward to seeing Donovan McNabb, getting this team back on track, and hopefully they'll have a run for the Super Bowl. At running back, I'm going with Green Bay, Ryan Grant. He's running with a lot of passion. Look for him to have a strong game. My other running back, I'm going with Jets, Thomas Jones. He's having an awesome year. Here's a guy that they don't really talk about that much. The league got to promote these guys, because he's been very consistent and putting up some huge numbers, and I'm really excited that he hasn't let the Jets affect his play, even though they haven't played well throughout the whole year, but lately they've been coming on. They playing well last week when they upset the Colts, but this could be a team that could basically surprise a lot of people. At wide receiver, I'm going with Houston, Andre Johnson. This guy's a beast. What can I say? He puts up huge fantasy numbers every week. This week he loves performing on a big stage, going against Randy Moss and the New England Patriots. He'll definitely rise to the occasion. He loves these kind of days, when you're going against the best in the league. My other wide receiver, I'm going with the Vikings, Sidney Rice. He put on a great show on Monday night, even though in the losing battle against the Bears. Look for another spectacular performance against the New York Giants. At tight end, I'm going with Philly Selleck. He had a big game last week against Denver. He caught 4 passes for 121 yards and had scored a touchdown. He could have another big week this week. Against the Cowboys, for some reason, they have that red zone area, and tight ends normally have success. So look for this guy to catch a lot of balls. McNabb will definitely be looking for him. At kicker, I'm going with Philly's David Akers. He could have a busy day against the Cowboys. A lot of field goals, a lot of extra points. Could be a high-scoring game. So his leg got to be well rested this week. So make sure you stretch out, David, because you're going to be kicking the ball a lot. On defense, I'm going with the Jets. The Jets are playing with a lot of intensity and a lot of fire. Look for a great showing against the Bengals. The Bengals got to be careful, because the Jets are playing with a lot of attitude, and they want to show everyone that that they are contenders, and so you got to be careful, because I just feel that the Jets is on the brink of definitely stepping up to the plate now, and they got a great running back. They got a quarterback that's making things happen with Mark Sanchez leading the way, and then you got the defense, man, that's playing off the charts, man. So kudos out to the Jets. Hopefully they can put it together. The team to watch this week, I'm going with Eagles versus the Cowboys, of course. This will be one exciting game. The Cowboys will be at home. It could go down to the wire. I have to go with the Eagles, though, because I love Deshaun Jackson. This guy has been the man all year long, and just exciting to watch, and he's just an electrifying player. I just love watching this guy when he touched that ball, man. He makes things happen, and he deserves everything that's coming his way, and hopefully he breaks that 50 or more yards for a touchdown this week. This is the final week, so hopefully he can do it. A must start, I'm going with running back Kansas City Chief Jamar Charles. He has definitely made a believer out of the Chiefs organization with this play. Ever since he replaced Larry Johnson, he rushed for over 600 yards, scored 6 times in the last 6 games. So, look for this guy to keep continuing putting up good fantasy numbers. At must start, I'm going with quarterback, the Packers, Aaron Rodgers. He's playing some good football these days as well, and he'll be playing on a fast track down in Arizona. The competition will be good. I think this will be a great game for both of these guys. The Packers and the Cardinals to kind of tune up for the playoffs. So look for a shootout down there. A must sit. I'm sitting Colts. Peyton Manning. I wouldn't think I would ever sit this guy, but this is the week you should sit him because I don't think he's going to see too much action. He'll be resting for the playoffs. Another must sit, I'm going with Redskins, Jason Campbell's. He's not playing well. I mean, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, this guy was off the charts. For some reason, the last couple of weeks, he's going into the tank and giving up for the season. And I guess he's just going to call it, it's the year. I'm done. A sleeper, I'm going with running back Browns Harrison. He's having fun for these last 2 weeks. He broke Jim Brown's most yards in one game 2 weeks ago. Last week, he rushed for 148 yards and scored a touchdown. Look for Harrison to finish his last game of the year with a bang. He wants to show everyone that I'm the man and I'm going to be the man for next year. So don't go out looking for another running back because, I'm here for you, Browns. My other running back I'm going with, the sleeper running back, the Titans, Chris Johnson. His team doesn't have anything to lose. It's over for them for the year. But they can create a little history by letting Johnson break Eric Dickerson's single-season record, and hopefully they let him run the ball a little bit, and have the opportunity to do that because that is something special. And I think he ran hard all year long, so give him the opportunity to do that. I mean, I love Eric Dickerson. We got drafted in the same draft that year in 1983, the cream of the crop draft, but records are made to be broken, just like when Marshall Faulk accomplished what I did with the 1,000. I was the first guy to do the rush for 1,000 yards and receive for 1,000 yards in the same season, and everyone thought that no one would ever do that. So kudos out to Marshall to go ahead and do that, and I'm happy when guys are going out trying to break records and being motivated to do these type of things because it makes players a better player. And it makes most running backs, give them something, to shoot for, and make them a better player. And hopefully Chris Johnson get this opportunity to do this. And it'll be great for the league. It'll be great for the Titans. And it'd be great for Chris. I mean, that he did something that's very special. And I'm pretty sure Eric Dickerson is gonna, give him a call and congratulate him when he does break it. Hopefully he'll do it this week. But good luck to all you fantasy players out there with your picks, and I'll see you next week in the first round playoffs. Can't wait to see who's going to be in it, baby.